The Silent Symphony. What our microbes tell us after life. When we think about death, we think everything comes to an end, right? Maybe we get eaten by worms. We imagine stillness and silence and sadness. But what if I told you death is not the end of all activity? Like, in fact, a whole new world wakes up the moment we die. So, today I want to uncover the hidden world and ask, what can our microbiome say about us after we are gone? I think before we start, there's a quick definition we need to touch up on. What are microbes? What's the microbiome? So, the microbiome is a huge community of tiny living things, including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and they live on and in us. And they're essential because they help us digest food, shape immunity, and even regulate our mood. So, what happens to these tiny little things after we die? Do you guys think they die after, or do they continue living? So, as a body decomposes, microbes actually shift from helping us to live to helping us return to Earth. And scientists have discovered that this process is actually not random and it's actually very organized, like me. So, in fact, the microbial changes occur in a very predictable manner. And they kind of call this whole thing microbial clock. In 2013, a study found that microbes decompose a corpse in a time based sequence, sort of like a biological timer. And this microbial clock can help estimate post mortem interval or PMI. So, what does that mean? It just means time since death. And that can be huge in forensic science. So, anyone who's watched CSI or anything like that. Other studies in 2016 introduced the idea of Thanatomicrobiome. What's that fancy word? Thanato in Greek means death, and microbiome, like we just said, is the community of microbes. So essentially, what that term is saying, it's the microbial community that thrives after death. And these microbes change based on where they are located in the body. For example, if you guys didn't know this, which I didn't know either, the gut is one of the last organs to break down, and it has its own timeline. So after death, the immune system obviously shuts down, especially in the gut. Um, and what happens is that the gut takes over the microbes within. And these microbes spread through the body in a very predictable manner, and they start breaking down our tissue. So here's the amazing part. These microbial patterns not only tell us when someone died, but they can tell us how. So they can tell us if trauma occurred, if the body's been exposed to heat, cold, soil. So, in short, corpses don't just decay, but they tell a story and a biological one. And these microbes are the narrators. So, why even care? Because these tiny little things that are on and within is a quiet data that might bring justice to those who no longer have a voice. Think of cold cases, unidentified bodies, or wrongful convictions. Microbial evidence could add a new layer to forensics, and it can be one that's less invasive, um, more precise, and it's rooted in biology. But it also makes us rethink of death itself. So, what if what lingers after we're gone is not our memory or legacy, but rather our bacteria? And the microbes that we carry are our final fingerprint of our lives. I want to leave with this question. What would your microbiome say about you after your death? In life, we're told to listen to our gut, but maybe in death, the gut still speaks. Death may feel like silence, but under the surface, a silent symphony is playing. And in there just might be truth, justice, and a deeper understanding of what it means to be alive. Here are my references, and thank you so much for your attention. Have a wonderful day.